Oh, yeah, I can't wait to see this in a Trump ad, boy. Woo! I can't wait to see this in a Trump ad. It's coming. It's coming. Oh, they left them Dems the other day. They are shaking out their shoes, panicking. As we keep you guys updated on this huge road to victory landslide come November. Oh, boy. Do you remember that desperate interview? Oh, George came out just now and said, yeah, I agree with y'all. I just, that desperate interview, we can't help this fella. He don't got another 4 years in him. Yeah. And I know people was in his ear like, hey, George, this is elderly abuse, buddy. You seen it right across from you. You was sitting right in front of it. You was sitting there asking the questions, and the questions you asked, they didn't get meat. You seen that fella. You looked him dead in his eyes. Dead in his eyes. So be real, brother. And he just kept it real. Breaking news. Let's go and jump right into it. We are still in the car. The show continues. We have no power still, y'all. I'm giving y'all an update. I did sleep in the heat last night. Pitch black. I might throw a clip in there of me sweating. But Hurricane Burrow, Hurricane Darryl, Jarrell, Barry, I don't know, man. It's hot, man. And I mean it's hot. Pitch black.
Is doing some damage control, telling TMZ, quote, earlier today, I responded to a question from a passerby. I shouldn't have. And an ABC spokesperson saying George expressed his own point of view and not the position of ABC News.
Joe Kcha is a Fox News contributor, and he joins us now. Joe, George says that he shouldn't have said what he said, but you can't take it back now. What do you think about this comment from the guy who did the interview, who was an ally in the media of the president's?
Wow, Carly. Well, first, I'm not sure why ABC News' chief anchor, who isn't supposed to be in the opinion business, is giving an opinion to basically a random person with a camera on the street from TMZ. But he did, and his perspective here isn't exactly shocking because most Americans do not believe this president can serve effectively for the next 4 months to Election Day, let alone the next 4.5 years. And here's the biggest problem for the Biden campaign right now. They can't run a standard campaign. They can't make the case around what they're going to do for the country in a second term or defend their record in the first, because we're not just talking about Biden's mental health now at this point, but his physical health. I mean, Dr. Ron Pitts, who's widely respected, he told NBC News yesterday he believes Biden has Parkinson's disease. Now, that's his opinion, but he is an expert in these things. And we know that a Parkinson's doctor has visited the White House on several occasions, according to those visitor logs. And we're only learning about all this now, by the way. So the cover up around the president's overall health appears to be massive. And this story will blot out everything else the campaign wants to talk about for the next 115 days or so until Election Day, Todd.
What I find fascinating is how quickly this George Stephanopoulos comment will be turned into a campaign ad by President Trump. But looking forward, unless it's Morning Joe, do you see President Biden, in light of this admission by George Stephanopoulos, sitting down for any more interviews, even with an interviewer as Democrat-friendly as George Stephanopoulos, for the next 4 months?
Well, he's having a press conference tomorrow. I believe that's still on. So that is going to be a real test because that's a bunch of different reporters and not the friendly confines like he's used to outside of, a Peter Doocy or a Jackie Heinrich. I mean, what we've seen with Karine Jean-Pierre lately during those press briefings, Joe Biden's going to get a taste of that. And we see what happens when he's asked questions like this. He gets angry, he gets defensive, he gets loud. And again, he can't talk about any of the things he wants to talk about as far as his campaign is concerned or to take shots as Trump because he has to defend himself around his mental and physical health. So, yeah, tomorrow is a very big day for Joe Biden. And if that goes poorly, then I don't see how this campaign goes forward. But he's been so defiant. He says he's not going anywhere. And a lot of Democrats seem to be supporting him in that regard.
Well, Joe, you mentioned those press briefings. Since the debate, they've become a bit of a blood sport. And as an example of that, here is a CNN reporter asking Karine Jean-Pierre if she wants to revise any of her past statements about the president's health. Watch this.
Have the last 12 days made you reconsider any specific statements that you might have made in recent months?
If I have, misled in something that I've said or haven't had the full information, I actually own up to that.
Yeah, and then the reporter goes on to mention the time that the president called a congresswoman onto the stage who had just passed away, and the excuse given was that that congresswoman was top of mind for the president.
Yeah, I mean, Carly, we've known ever since she stepped into this position that Karine Jean-Pierre is completely out of her depth as White House press secretary. She simply is not credible. She's not very articulate, and she always doesn't seem to be prepared for questions. She absolutely should have known that were coming. Now, all of that said, it would be hard for any press secretary at this point to defend everything that has been happening lately, but Karine Jean-Pierre, along with Jen Psaki, along with Dr. Jill Biden, along with Hunter Biden, Ron Klain, anybody within the president's inner circle, they have been completely complicit in this cover-up. And if KJP wants to resolve or restore any shred of credibility that she had with the few reporters in that room that still may have it, she should come forward and either resign or give a better apology than that, because remember, she is the author of, all those videos you're seeing of Joe Biden, audio, video. They're actually cheap fakes, and they're the result of edited and manipulated videos pushed by right-wing media. How's that narrative looking now, right?
Yeah. If it was a cheap fake during the debate, that was a 90-minute long.
One heck of a cheap fake.
I don't think that's a thing. Joe, thank you so much.
Joe.
Have a great day.
All right, guys. See you.
There it go, y'all. I'm telling you. Every single day I told y'all it's going to get better and better and better and better as we get closer and closer to November. I keep telling y'all this, man. I wish y'all listened to me now. But, oh, boy. Jill, Dr. Jill, doctor, hands behind your back. Cheap fake, deep fake. Her job's on the line. She might as well, like I said, just go and resign. Just go and resign. Boy, we are sick of the lies, sick and tired of being sick and tired. But like I told y'all, man, the truth must shine in the light. And he says, you can see that profile. He basically said, well, I didn't want to say it, but I gotta say it. Oh boy. Who is running the country? Well, I want to thank y'all for stopping by, man. And we get to keep it real, no sugarcoating, calling for what it is, bringing you guys amazing updates. And thank y'all for checking up on me, reaching out to me. Amazing emails, comments, DMs are through the roof right now of everybody loving on me, man, through this hurricane. And, you know, we've been through so many. Houston is something else, y'all. It really is. But I want to send a huge shout out to our first responders and people that's working hard in the area, man. Like I say, it's people that can't handle this heat. It's hot. We have a lot of elderly kids in the area, and I'm like, man, why is the ambulance back and forth? And I was like, man, it's real out here, man. There's people that can't get right with these conditions, man. It's nasty out here. So I want to thank y'all for all the love, support, the kind donations, people reaching out to me. I love you guys, man. I love every last one of y'all, and I appreciate y'all from the bottom of my heart, man. But hey, the show continues. We're going, like I say, this brings me so much joy that I get to be on here with you guys, holding this camera, keeping my vibes up. I get to laugh, have fun. You know, we get to call it out, even if we're in the vehicle. But yeah, a lot of y'all say y'all love the seats, the red seats. They match the hat. You know what I'm saying? You can do easy modifications in these vehicles, and you can get these vehicles for cheap now, y'all. I bought this vehicle for, you know, in the community, helping. We was doing ride sharing. We had to pick up at hospitals, kidney care centers, all kind of stuff on the apps. I got to meet so many amazing people. We helped out veterans. I mean, you name it. We got to do so much with this vehicle and in the previous vehicle we had. And I was just upside down in both of them. And we got to write a lot of stuff off, helping in the community on these vehicles. And pretty soon this vehicle is going to be leaving soon, though. I don't know. Y'all know I'm just an engine guy. I ride motorcycles and love my loud engines and stuff. But these are nice. You know, they're nice. In the last 5 years, no maintenance. Just tires and windshield wiper fluid, you know. But it served its time, you know. We got to help a lot of people out. Got to get tons of tax cuts and benefit tax write-offs and things, you know, with your taxes and stuff. It's just a lot, you know, and especially if you do your research, you can get a lot with one of these vehicles, and especially if you're doing a lot of gig work and stuff in these vehicles, you know, it can work out for you if you do things the right way. But yeah, so thank y'all for all the love, man, and we're gonna continue to bring it to you. But oh boy, it's gonna be a landslide come November. I love y'all, man. God bless you all and your families. One love, baby. I'll catch y'all on the next one.